Alright, Impact Zone fam, we are back again here at the podcast to talk more TNA wrestling shenanigans. And we've got, I think, just a couple of pre-show matches here. One between Ryan Nemeth and BDU. I actually think is there only the one? I don't know, actually. 100%, to be honest. Where... what? Let's make sure. Let's make sure. One slight change was made to the card. I will talk about that in just a second. Let's see if I can find things and stuff. Okay. Okay, yes, so I wanted to make triple, quadruple, octuple sure that I hadn't missed anything, because I was scratching my head a little bit, thinking that I had, but I haven't. Okay, good. It was just the slight update that I think that I was thinking about. Maybe, they're gonna have another match on the pre-show. I don't know. But whatever. I don't really care. It's the pre-show, not a lot really happens, and it doesn't really matter all that much. BDE versus Ryan Nemeth, we've already seen this once before. Is BDE going to beat Ryan Nemeth? I mean, this is a small-time little match, I guess. It's not that big of a match or whatever. I mean, whatever, sure, maybe, I don't know, who cares, really? Because there's nothing gained, nothing lost. You know what I mean? Like, it isn't a hardcore match of some sort. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't have that much interest, honestly. Like, if you guys couldn't tell. But, yeah, like, it's fine. Like, I don't care if they run back the same play. It's fine. I don't care. But it is like, it's a little, but, if they're going somewhere and they're gonna pay it off at a certain point, yeah, I'm fine with that. But then again, it does seem like maybe you are gonna pay it off at this point, maybe, but we'll wait and see, because I feel like, do you want to build to a rubber match? I don't know. Have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it, because, I mean, Ryan Nemeth's mostly a jobber for the most part. I mean, BDE's been, starting to feel like he's in that position as well, but at least he has a reason to kind of be in that position, because he's just getting going. And in some ways, yeah, you're trying to put that babyface sort of shine on him, so you're trying to give him that story or underdog kind of positioning, he tries his hardest, and and he's so close, all the time, but it doesn't quite, get there. And again, you always have that saying of, oh well, bro, you're in one of the most competitive locker rooms there is, again, so Don't take it too hard, because you are facing some of the best in the world. So it is one of those things of, yeah, bro, you need to realize, hey, this is a very competitive division, etc., 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 all that stuff. And you're just getting started. And yet you're getting closer and closer and closer. You just got to keep going, bro, type thing. But yeah, that's where that is for now. The other match that now has a new stipulation is the Knockouts Legends versus the Elegance brand, which is now a hardcore country match. Basically, no disqualifications and shenanigans everywhere. I mean, the Elegance brand still has the numbers advantage. They still have Mr. Elegance and the personal concierge. So, I don't know. I still feel like they could win, but I feel like they don't 100% need to win at this point, really. I would much rather them like win in more like one-on-one situations or whatever else you want to sort of say. I would much rather see the Elegance brand, like the tag team, the Elegance brand, beat some of these legends in a tag team match, and I'd rather see Ash beat any one of the others in a singles match more so, rather than seeing them like, not saying see them win here, but then again, yeah, sort of, it doesn't really add a whole lot. So I can see that the legends might win here and probably will win here. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. Like, that's fine. Like, if they, especially if they, well, the only reason I'd be fine with that is if they do stick around and they do lose in the end or whatever else it is, or do pass the torch to other people or whatever else it is. You could have Taryn tagging with somebody and ODB tagging with somebody more so. That's where I would try to focus things, because like, rather than being each kind of like both of them tagging together or whatever else, it's like, yeah, now we get to tag with one of these younger kids. We can give the shine to them, and yet, you know, we can still have our moments. Whereas, you know, if we're just the Legends team, well, you know, now, you know, we've got to go down with the sinking ship, so to speak. You know what I mean? We're only going to be here for a short period of time, and we're going to eat a few L's, certainly, to put other people over. Certainly we'll get some wins, absolutely. Like, you might get a big win here or whatever. But ultimately, does that mean anything? I don't know. And is that the way you want it to go? You know, I don't think so. So again, you know, what is going on? Like, again, you know, do you really want to keep doing it like that? I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, like, if you don't care and you just want them to lose and then disappear or whatever, sure. I mean, but then again, it's like, well, what else are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna come back after losing and then be like, oh yeah, we lost. Oh yeah, you know, like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be like that. They're gonna be like, oh, but we did beat you that other time or whatever, you know, sort of thing, or whatever. But if you go and lose, then like later on or whatever, it's like, oh well, you know, that didn't work out too well. Maybe I need some young muscle here or something, or maybe I need some help or whatever else it is, or maybe I need somebody who's dedicated to working with me, not just, you know, here for themselves or whatever else it is, and somebody that again could use that rub, you know, more long term if I'm going to be here more long term. Because again, hey, I might get a few moments here and there, but like, my career has had most of the moments that, you know, especially like Mickey and ODB, they've had a lot of their moments. I mean, Taryn really hasn't had that much, somewhat. So I feel like she has more of a chip on her shoulder, and she might be like, yeah, I've got to finish this up one way or another, or whatever else it is. But I still think, like, ODB, she wants to go out swinging, and she wants to go out on her last rodeo, so to speak, as well. I mean, I think like Mickey has that as well, where it's like, is it time to wrap it up or whatever? How do I do that? I don't know. You know, like, it's a difficult question. It's not just, this is how you do it. You know, everyone wants to do their thing in a different way. So, hey, I can understand why, you know, you might be like, hey, what's going on? Where are we at? Whatever. And saying, oh, well, we need to win here or whatever, but do we need to win, like, the war, so to speak? No, you don't need to win the war. You don't need to do that. You know, because again, like, even somebody like Taryn, who's like, I want to have that one last moment, or I want to end it on my terms, or whatever else it is. Like, yeah, that's great. Same with ODB. Same with, like, you know, like, Mickey. It's like, yeah, that's great, but, you can't just be unto yourself, if you know what I mean. You can't just be, we're here, you've got to be like, let's lift up some of these newer gals, and make them into superstars, So while I'm doing that and having my last little run, I've got to make somebody into something, you know. And yeah, hopefully that's what's going to happen in some ways with this. So yeah, I really do feel like the Legends is probably going to win that. I think I might have already gone into discussing that match, but now the plane has shifted a little bit with the hardcore style. Even with like Mr. Elegance and with the personal concierge, I still could think that the Legends will win this, but they won't win the war, so to speak. So, yeah, but that's where I'm at with that. I think we've covered the rest of the card. Obviously, it's only in a couple. I think it's even tomorrow, even, isn't it? I think something like that. Whatever it is, it's very soon. But yeah, we will cover it, or cover the post-show review and see where we're at. Because again, like, they have announced a whole bunch of dates after this, and I've got a whole, like, more specific video on that that will be up on the channel basically right after this, or right around when this is going up. And yeah, like, again, maybe they will announce some more dates or whatever, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah. Yeah, we will have to wait and see. So yeah, I don't know whether they're gonna do that. I don't know whether it's good, bad, or indifferent yet. I haven't really I think maybe if they it will be better if they show us like whether it'll be better. That's the thing. Like, if they have more time to sit down and say, okay, instead of having to book things for every single month, more so we're going to book for every 3 months. So, and that's kind of what they're doing anyway. And I think the 1 month sort of things get in the way sometimes of them booking what they're booking sometimes. And like not a lot of care and effort often goes into these like monthly shows anyway, for the most part. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, but yeah, we will have to wait and see. And I would like to see, I think a lot of people would love to see as well, more like TV centric, live centric sort of title matches and builds and things like that, rather than you have to tune in and pay for this separate other thing. And I do think, like, if you're gonna have these things, like, again, even so, maybe you should have them for free, especially the smaller shows, just include it in the packages that you have or whatever else it is, instead of maybe it'll be easier to not charge people, or maybe it'll be harder. I don't know in that regard. But again, like, when you're trying to charge people expect bigger, badder, and better, if you know what I mean. So again, if you're just kind of putting something together for the month, yeah, you don't have a lot of time to tell that story. 3 months is a long time to tell a story, though. So I don't know how long or how they can manage, well, not really manage, but how they can not manage to have something else happening along the way, if you know what I mean. So they'll certainly have to have something else in the interim with that, I think. So, but yeah, I already go into more detail in that video. But anyway, that is where I am at with that and with the show. So that is pretty much it for this one, guys. Yeah, I am hyped for some parts of the show more than others. I think the one match that I'm the least hyped for is probably the Hardys match, especially considering what I just saw on Access TV or AMC TV. I'm still getting them confused, guys, apparently, because I don't know. They both have A in the first part of their name, whatever. But yeah, like, Yeah, I've complained long and hard enough about that, so you guys should know my feelings on that BS. I kind of really want to go on a rant about it, honestly. Like it's everything I said from like last week's friggin' video. So, you know what? I was about to wrap this up, man. I swear. But I just say that fucking match pissed me the fuck off. Especially the way it was like laid out and whatnot. Fucking absolute trash. Absolute trash. I'm not gonna say anymore because I've already said enough about this fucking trash. You know, so I'm over it, bro. I don't even care anymore, bro. You know, that's what I mean. That's where I'm just like, you shot yourselves in the foot there, guys. Come on, frick's sake, come on. You know, so but yeah. Anyway, whatever is what it is. We'll move on. We'll see what's next. Hopefully, they'll actually put some competent people out there or whatever, or the Hardys will retire and something. So then they'll have to say, all right, now we have to put somebody else out there, but it'll be too late. So in many ways. So but yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Hope you're being kind to one another as much as possible. Like I try to be kind to the Hardys and everybody else, but sometimes like legit criticism has to come in sometimes as well, or constructiveness or whatever. But yeah, and I hope you will take care of yourselves as well and join me again in another one.